What's up, guys? Reborn here. Welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included in my Oceania playthrough series. Let's get this thing loaded up. In the last episode, we built our deep space rocket Explorer. It's been blasted off, and where are we at here? We just beelined it directly to the right end of the map. Now this is a little bit annoying because I really wanted to sit right here where this planet is so that I could not research, I keep saying research, so that I could telescope and discover this whole area here. So we're calling an audible here. We put these guys in orbit right here. They're gonna finish researching. Damn it! We're gonna finish telescoping as much as we can here, and then we're gonna shoot up to the north end. I don't know if you can say north when you're in space, but you know what I mean. We're gonna shoot up here, research this corner, and then we'll go from there. We'll probably end up getting most of the top end of the star map done, and then we'll return back to our planet here, blast off again, get the rest of it. Hopefully it'll only take 2 trips, but you know, we'll see. We'll see here. So far, this thing is working like a charm. We get notified quite a bit, so we might want to adjust this filter gate timer, give ourselves a little bit more time, but I'm not too worried about it. Actually, this time it was perfect timing. They finished. We need to move this thing on. Onwards. Let's just they can telescope 3 tiles away. So we want to, man, it's really hard to see. We want to end up probably, let's just go straight, and then we'll adjust as we move along. So anyways, all right, good job, Captain Rowan. Get that thing a-flying. By the way, I took them off of rad pills just to see if they can survive without them, and it's been a cycle or 2. It appears to be working as long as you have them on a midday break bath time, so they can get rid of rads in the middle of their day. Looks like we don't need rad pills after all. You might have noticed, if you stuck through the whole video all the way to the end, we picked up a new rancher. Rancher Amari. Do we need a 3rd rancher? Well, just based off of our current ranching, no. No, we don't need 3. However, in today's episode, we're going to tame these little shits, because they have been a hell of a nuisance, and we're gonna need another rancher for that. So I picked one up at the end of the last episode after I was, signed off, and Amari is training right now. We went directly into Rancher Amari. Normally I train them in exosuit training first, but we're gonna send these other 2 skilled ranchers off to our new Shell farm once we get it built. And so this rancher is going to have to cover down inside the base. So we're going straight into critter ranching, and then we'll skill them up into exosuit training after that. But they're going to stay on base, do all the critter ranching on base, while the other 2 go to the Shells. So now all we need to do is find a good spot. I've actually been preparing. I think we're going to put this farm right in this area here. And so I started moving these power transformers down a bit to give us some space up here. Already got some power wires set up. We just need to build some more blocks, move these transformers down. And we can go ahead and transition this set over. So let's do that. And then we can go ahead and destroy these power transformers here. We don't need these ones anymore. There's a lot of poker shells in the way. Oh, overload, yeah. We need to get rid of that. Snip, snip. Alright. There we go. Now we just need to move these down. Do we need to go hot, better than iron? It's 45C here. We don't have any iron. We'll just build them out of cobalt, I guess. There we go. Once they get those built, we'll build them out of gold later on if they overheat. We got these out of gold amalgam, so they'll be good. We'll see eventually. All right, we just had a rocket notification, which means nothing is happening for 70 seconds. Let's see where we're at on the star map here. Everything's researched. We're going to adjust their flight path, and they'll just keep on going. Looking good. All right, so this is going to take up some space here. We're going to have to move this transformer over, make a little room over here. But yeah. All right, let's let them start building some of this out, and then we can actually get to building the innards. Well, actually, no, we gotta innards. Can't believe I just said that. We gotta vacuum this thing out first. So let's get it built out. We'll start vacuuming it out. Then we can start really building in there. As you might have expected, we're already seeing some casualties. We need to get this thing built so we don't have to deal with this anymore. All right. So I built a critter drop-off, and we just got him on a... We're just going to put him on this one tile here and get him out of the way while we build the rest of this giant thing. Giant farm. That way they're out of the way. My dupes shouldn't have to come over here much once they get this built. And they should be safe for a while, hopefully. Yeah, get them wrangled. Get them wrangled up. Very nice. All right, we got a few moved up here. I don't think the critter drop-off is working. So we're actually just using the move command after we get them wrangled, which is tedious, not gonna lie. But it's getting the job done, and that's what we want. So this will just take a minute or so. We'll keep on building. Let them get those things wrangled up or moved. Yeah. Alright, so on the star map, we made it up to the corner here. And we're just going to start sending the rocket straight over this way. But let's make sure. Range remaining 14 tiles. So before we commit, we can make it back home. You always want to double check this. So that leaves us with 6. So it looks like we'll make it to about here. We'll have to see once we get a little farther how far we can actually make it before we have to go home. But all we got to do is be able to make it into orbit. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Alright, as you can see, we're getting some of this built out finally. We got all the freaking poker shells up in this one tile. Maybe not all of them around the whole map, but all the ones that currently matter. We can go ahead and wrangle some of these other ones up. Move this other pinch row right here. Okay, so this bottom area is going to be kind of the living area and hospital because the dupes are going to get beat. I mean, we've seen it. We've all seen it. We're going to need cots. We're going to need cots for them. They're just going to be living over here. 2 ranchers and 1 doctor. This will be his new hospital. Oh, we got another planetoid discovered. Yes, sir. All right, so how far can we travel here? 10 tiles? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we can keep going. Let's go ahead and fly over at least one more tile. Things are going to start getting weird with this planet in the way traveling back, I think. Either way, we'll worry about that later. This is where all the poker shells are going to be, somewhere up in here. So that's why I put them all right here. We'll just destroy this block, have them drop down. Easy peasy. We're going to put transformers up here. We're going to put a bunch of incubators up here for the eggs. But we're not there yet. We're going to have to fix our staircase here. But, we can't get any oxygen in here yet because it's full of carbon dioxide. Like, very oversaturated here. Just gotta keep working at it here, little by little. Alright, so as you can see down here at the bottom, we got this pretty cool little liquid lock here. We're gonna make that again up here. We're gonna start with sweep only, crude oil, and put that high priority so we can get it done. We'll sweep up this crude oil right here. The way to make this easy is I hope we don't mess up this liquid lock by doing this. We'll see. Just put a couple blocks on one side, fill it up with the other. Put a little bit of oil or whatever you need there. We'll come back to that ship in a second. Make sure that whatever liquids you put, the more viscous one is on bottom. You can use pretty much anything except polluted water, pretty much. Alright, so petroleum. We'll sweep up this petroleum right here. We need to mop this up, at least right here. Alright, they got it mopped. We got petroleum there now. We'll let that settle. And it destroyed this liquid lock. That's fine. We'll just do the same thing down there. We'll just kind of redo it, you know. Alright, so this should be good. Let's go ahead and get rid of this block here. And then when you deconstruct these, you want to start with the top one. Let them do that, let it settle. Alright, deconstruct this top one. Then we'll do the bottom one. And there you have it. A beautiful liquid lock. Alright, let's redo this one now. Gotta get rid of these things. Gotta put up a couple blocks here again. We gotta mop all this up because there's petroleum there. If it was oil, that would have been perfect, but it is what it is. Okay, plumbing. And then, wait. Oh, bottle emptier. All I could see was the pitcher pump. I was like, where's this bottle emptier at? Alright, I'll get this thing done. Alright, up here. We're going to need some liquid locks so we can have kind of an infinite storage for these poker shells here. So we're kind of doing something similar as creating these liquid locks, except, you know, they're only going to be one tile high, so they're a lot easier to make here. That should be plenty of crude oil. Let's let that flow. Get collected. We'll mop it up. Clean all this stuff up here. Alright, if we did this right, which it looks like we did, well, a little bit fell down here. That's fine. We can go collect that later. Eventually, we'll get around to that. Can they get up there still if we destroy this? Just use these doors. Oh, that is handy. Very nice. Okay. Then we're just gonna need a couple blocks over here. Just to solidify this, except They won't be able to get up there. Cancel that one for now. Nope, gotta cancel that one for now. Alright, let's just let them keep getting this done here. Alright, had to remove this door right here because I forgot we need another liquid lock right here. Lots of liquid locks in this build. Hey, they're pretty fun. They're pretty fun, but we gotta do what we gotta do, right? Oh, we can mop this up. Alright, we're getting there, little at a time. Okay. Looks like we got this thing pretty well situated. We can get rid of these blocks here. We also need to get rid of this one. We'll move this stuff out of here. We'll build these blocks, put this door back. Should be good here. Okay. We're getting there. Interestingly enough, we're gonna need some more metal tiles right there. All right, so interestingly enough, we're actually going to use a gantry here. The reason is because, well, they work kind of like ladders, but they work like ladders for critters as well. And so we'll have our little baby critters come running out along here, and then this will open up when we want to drop the babies down here, which, and we always do. We always do, pretty much, so. Yeah, all right, let's keep building. Let's keep building. We're getting close. I'm starting to run out of time here, though. We'll have to see how far we can get here with this. All right, with it finally sealed off, it looks like we will be slowly getting all this carbon dioxide out of here, just with this little system down here. I just have it pumping carbon dioxide out of here. And then any oxygen is going to come up here to oxygenate this whole area. And then this line just bridges on. This isn't going to be sending any oxygen up anytime soon. Only when it gets pretty saturated. So it'll help recycle oxygen if it gets trapped down here. Except we forgot a little automation down here we're going to have to add in there. Alright, so basically, we're going to want to add a little sensor just to make it pump while there's only carbon dioxide down here. So, gas element sensor. Boom. Little automation wire here. And then we'll just set that to carbon dioxide. And it's not going to change anything right now. But once this thing gets saturated with oxygen, then it'll matter. So, this is more for the future. In the printing pod, we have some glass, which we will gladly take here. Go ahead and sweep that up. We're going to have to cool that whole area. Dupes are going to be living there. We're going to have to keep it cool. Plus, it's pretty hot. Yeah, it's already pretty hot, so. I'm thinking we pull off one of these cooling loops here because I'm pretty sure, well, this works 50 to 70% of the time, it looks like. This one is only working about a third of the time, so I think we pull the cooling loop off of our base cooling here. We'll just extend this out. And, yeah, we'll just extend it out, run it back in. We'll just have to add some more water to our tank here, probably. So I went ahead and built some pipes up from here. And we can go ahead and fill this. We'll fill it all the way up and then extend the loop. Alrighty, and 4,800, that's probably good. We're gonna cut this off here. Nope, undo that. There we go, reconnect. And the whole system can get running again. Ooh, that was just about perfect. We might be like one bubble too much, but that's alright, because we're about to expand this thing. I went ahead and laid out a cooling loop for this whole area. we can actually go ahead and connect it right here like this, which is kind of ridiculous, but you know what? Gives us a little bit of room to breathe. That way it runs nice and smooth. There we go. Once this is built, I'll get it connected. It'll just take them a couple minutes. Our star map here, they're about to have this thing all researched. We have 7 tiles we can move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's exactly enough to get back home. 6, 7. Yep. It's trying to make us go around that way because we haven't discovered this area yet. So once we start moving down here and they discover this area, then it'll actually let us like create a route there. If we had the cartographer module on there, then we'd be able to do it, no problem. But there isn't room for that when you want to travel as far as you possibly can. So, as soon as that is discovered, then I'm gonna move them down. Any second now. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and just start moving them down this way. We'll probably end up stopping about right here so they can discover this tile over here. But yeah. Take them home, refuel. Yes, the rocket. I know, we were just there. And then it saved at the same exact time. Okay. We know. You guys are not doing anything. I know. Alright, we're just getting this cooling loop built. And that's actually... I don't have any more time today. This whole thing takes so long to build. There's still a lot to do. So, we're just going to cut this episode off right here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. We're going to continue making our lime farm in the next one. Get it all finished up. I'll show you how it works. There's a lot of automation. But yeah, until next time. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Later.